Hi guys, so the first question today is the delta of the following complexes, and you are given with these three complexes follows the order, and we are to put them in the order, okay, of their delta values. Now you see, if you see all the three complexes, right? If I write all the three complexes, that is the first one is your CuCl4 2 minus, second is your this, and the third is your for 2 minus. Alright, so if we find out the oxidation state in all the three, we will get cobalt to be in class 2 oxidation state, right? Similarly here also, if we calculate, so in all three, cobalt is in class 2 oxidation state. So the only way left that we can differentiate them is with the help of the ligands that are attached with cobalt. Now you see, in order to save your and my time, I have written on the spectrochemical series here. So if you see it, and we know in the spectrochemical series, when we move from left to the right, towards the right, there is your strong field ligands, right? So here if we see at the extreme left, that is all these ligands are your weak field ligand, and after water mostly we see that these are your strong field ligands, alright. But you see here we are given with these three, that is one is bromine, the other one is chlorine, and we have NCS, alright, these three. So if you see that bromine is a weak ligand, chlorine is also weak ligand, but it is comparatively less weaker when we compare it with bromine, and this is your falls under the strong ligand. Alright, so and we know that when it's a strong ligand, the electrons will pair up. As a result, the delta value will be high or greater in that case. So if we see and compare from this three, that is C is NCS, right? So here the delta value will be the highest, or the the highest value will be of C. Then next we can see chlorine, that is A, and last we'll have B, bromine. Alright, so this will be the right order, and the correct answer is your option A. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Here the question is the spinel structure of there is one spinel is given, alright, of magnesium MgAl2O4 has cubic close packed arrangement of oxide ions. The fractions of the octahedral and tetrahedral sites occupied by cations respectively are fractions of the octahedral and then tetrahedral. Now we know that suppose if we have both the metal ions, that is your divalent and trivalent, if both the metal ions are your from the main block elements, if both are from the main block, then it will always be a normal spinel. Alright, we have this spinel, and we all know that whenever both the divalent and the trivalent cation are from the main block, it has to be a normal spinel. So therefore, since here there is magnesium and aluminium, both are from the main block, so it is a normal spinel. And we all know the condition for normal spinel, right? The divalent cation, it will occupy your tetrahedral void, and both the trivalent cation will occupy octahedral void. Here they have clearly mentioned has CCP arrangement. CCP, cubic close packed arrangement, or ACP, hexagonal, or FCC. You see in all these three, all three are equal because they have the same efficiency. Alright, so if it is given CCP, ACP, or FCC, the number of tetrahedral or octahedral void will be same in all these three cases. Now you see, I'm not going to discuss and elaborate it here that how to find out the number of voids and the lattice points and all of this, because we'll discuss it once when we are solving the solid state problems. But for now, you should know that in case of CCP, ACP, or FCC, the number of tetrahedral voids here is your 8, and octahedral voids is 4. Alright, so now they have asked the fractions of the octahedral and tetrahedral sites. Octahedral, there are 2, right? So we'll take 2 by total octahedral void is your 4, alright, and tetrahedral there is 1, and total tetrahedral is your 8. So that means your answer will be 1 by 2 and 1 by 8. Therefore, option D is the right answer. I hope this is clear to you all. Thank you so much for watching.